Harry and Meghan's popularity is so low, according to Newsweek, that the disgraced Prince Andrew is more popular than they are. The embattled Duke of York, who was bosom buddies with convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein, has more respect from the US than his nephew and niece-in-law. The Newsweek article, which former Sussex sympathiser Jack Royston writes, says that the couple's popularity has sunk since the release of Harry's memoir. The Duchess of Narsussex mentioned in her latest video that the Sussex Squad is fuming. When aren't they angry? One of their top lieutenants demands that Royston produce the actual polls rather than the numbers he quoted in his article. Prince Harry has a -10 approval rating in the US, and Meghan's approval rating sits at -17. Prince Andrew isn't liked in the US either, after he paid a settlement to end a sexual assault case, but he still fares better than the Sussexes. His approval rating is -2, with 26% of Americans liking him and 28% disliking. Prince Harry's popularity has plunged 48 points since December, according to the Newsweek poll, while Meghan's has dropped by 40. US commentators have also sniped at the increasingly unpopular couple, suggesting that Americans have already had enough of the pair since their move to a colossal mansion in California. TV host Meghan Kelly warned last week that Harry and Meghan had jumped the shark and won't recover from their rinsing on popular cartoon show South Park. She said, "I feel this is a pronouncement that they've jumped the shark. They're not believed and our hopes of running for president, reported hopes, are all but dashed." There's a stark difference between Harry and Meghan and Prince Andrew. Despite his issues with Charles, the Duke of York would never publicly air personal grievances. He's done some stupid things outside of his paedophile connections. Yeah, of course. Who can forget that train wreck interview where he claimed he couldn't sweat? Andrew kept his head down and continued his business without courting the press, whenever he was told no. Sure, some palace workers have come forward to say that he's a horrible person to work for, but he doesn't screech that his family must pay for his mistreatment like Harry and Meghan do. Amid revelations from the poll, the Sussexes are now less popular than Prince Andrew in their new home in the US. And in the wake of the humiliating South Park episode, brand and culture expert Nick Eade said they'll be reconsidering their PR strategy now. And one such change Meghan would consider relates to a now defunct lifestyle blog, The Tig. The blog was a passion project from 2014 to 2017, at the height of a suit's fame, and featured everything from New Year's resolutions to diet tips and fashion finds. And while Meghan closed her old blog in 2017 to minimise public scrutiny ahead of marrying into the royal family, Mr. Eade said she could now see it as the key to the future success. He said, "I wouldn't be surprised if Meghan brings back The Tig or a similar lifestyle blog." Mr. Eade believes the Sussexes will now be working behind the scenes to work on ideas to boost their popularity, in the wake of Spare and the Netflix documentary. But he said that Harry would be smart to keep a low profile after his constant attacks on his family, or face making the situation worse. They're fine financially, so it's time for them to go silent and work inside the walls of Archewell and inspire and excite their fans, and not leave themselves open to ridicule or lampooning, he said.